Hello, I am Mal, and I'm back here with Sabouts. Sabouts, what's up, buddy? What's up?
It's good to see you again.
You're back, man.
I know.
I missed you, dude. I missed you.
Well, likewise as well. I missed the series. I missed doing this. You know, sometimes life catches up on you. I had some family issues I had to address, but luckily we're back and ready to start punching aliens in the face again, which is I've greatly missed.
Well, I'm glad you're back, man. Like I said, I missed this series and I missed playing the game with you. So I'm glad you're back. So I guess we talked a little bit before we started recording today that our options are a little bit limited because we're kind of in a holding pattern, waiting to run out our truce with the Zircon mediators. And what were we saying? It's like the only real target we have, if we want to go after it, is that tail compact, that alliance.
Yeah, that was really. We talked about that briefly before we ended off the last episode, was going after them, because we're kind of in a position now where we can't go after anybody because everybody's got a defensive pact with the Fellinus Redacticus. And we can't go after these Orcone mediators because we have a truce with them for a little bit. So if we wanted to continue expanding as quick as we can and try to outpace the Fellinus for the victory condition, that the Serene Foxtail Commonalities Federation down there would probably be our next route. At least to keep us kind of busy until the Orcone mediators truce ends.
Right. But I think our big, I mean, if we finish off the Zircon mediators, which is kind of a foregone conclusion that we will once we have the opportunity to.
Yep.
We finish them off, and then really in order to expand, yeah, I think you're right. We either go after, these three, whatever it is, Confederation of Havlakambu, the Zaparinsadine Foundation, and then what's the other one that's over there? Serene Foxtail Commonality?
Yeah.
We're going to have to go after them to gain territory. I don't see any other options, because everyone else is like either a Federation associate of ours or friend of ours or in our Federation. Because we actually have a pretty powerful Federation at this point.
We do. Yeah, we've got a really powerful Federation. And really, when you look at it, I mean, they're really, other than the Fellinus, I mean, they're the only other empires that we aren't at truce with, or... Yeah, actually, they are the only other empires that we're not at truce with, really. Or part of the whole Fellinus thing.
I'm researching tachyon lances now. By the end of this, we're going to have every weapon there is.
Nice. Good.
How's your fleet coming along? You getting that rebuilding?
Yeah, pretty good, actually. I'm at 55k right now. And I'm 324 out of 405 for my naval capacity. One thing too, I gotta break some planets down into sectors, it looks like.
I'm running one over right now because I wanted to maintain control, but I think I will spend something off. I think I know what I was waiting for. I was waiting to get like some of the initial upgrades done because the sector AI is so bad. But It's important to note that we are running on 1.41 now, the Kennedy patch, which added a few new things. I think the biggest thing in terms of addition of content was achievements being added to the game, but they also it was mostly bug fixes, which was welcomed. And I think when I was looking at the patch notes, the biggest things were sector AI is supposed to how was it worded? Better.
They're supposed to manage their, I think, energy credits and minerals a little better. I'm not sure what that fully entails, but
Yeah, it was kind of a vague statement of it's supposed to handle spending of minerals and energy better, which, quite frankly, as long as it does something, it would be an improvement, right? Because the sector AI was pretty messed up, unfortunately.
Oh, they were really bad. I don't even know if they fully fixed the issue, but I really hope they did.
So I think that's what I was doing in the last episode, is that I was not turning over a planet to sector AI until I had improved it a bunch, like do all the improvements I wanted, then I was turning it over, I think is what I was doing.
Which is a good idea. You know, I really want to turn over some of the planets I've got, but I don't know, because is it almost better to take the hit and keep the planets for the science boost and the mineral boost? I mean, the only thing I'm suffering with is energy credits and monthly influence, and I don't really use either at this point. I'm not really using influence and my energy credits, even though it's taking 20% of my energy credits. I'm already maxed out on my energy cap and still earning in the positives. So
just depends on how much you choose to overbuild your fleet. That's the only thing that'll change that, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I really probably will only overbuild it during times of war. Which is pretty much... Actually, we've been going to war a lot the last couple. I think we've gone to war almost every episode we're going to war with somebody, which is good.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's one of the things that still hasn't changed yet, that hopefully will in future iterations of the game, is that you don't have a choice. It's the only way to win the game.
It is, yep.
So I look forward to when there's a different path. You know,
people have talked about
different victory
stuff.
Conditions.
Yeah, I know on the subreddit they talk a lot about some of the different victory conditions that they'd like to see. Maybe something to do with conquering like a galaxy disease that spreads from planet to planet or something like that. Oh, maybe like a research victory, but they would have to elaborate on the research tree for that to be.
The only the only problem with, I think, a scientific victory is that the nature of the tree is that it's random. So like, how would you just say once you get to a certain tech level, then that particular branch that would lead to the win would open up, no matter what research led you there? I think that's the only way you could implement that.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think that'd be really the only way that it would work. Maybe you've got to... I don't know. That's actually tough. Maybe it'd be part of kind of a victory condition you can get with... some of the... What are they? Like in the situation log, some of the early game exploration. Maybe you put some artifacts together and that can give you the ability to get a science achievement. I mean, I think there's probably some stuff they could mess with. I am bummed out that, like, for instance, I've got the precursors, which is a like an event chain, but I'm not able to finish it. I will never be able to finish it because you have to like finish in the beginning game, and if you don't, then they just never happen.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Oh boy. We got everybody genetically modifying themselves now.
Is it bad?
I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Army Tomb World habitability. Oh, cool. Sure.
I'm just building ships nonstop.
Yep, that's a lot of what I'm doing right now. Just keeping my ships coming, waiting for the minerals to come in, and then queuing up more ships just over and over. Almost actually maxed out, so I'll probably stop for now.
Oh, I'm way overbuilding.
Oh yeah, it looks like I'm gonna hit about 70k. You had almost 100k, didn't you?
I'm at 91,000 right now. 94,000.
Nice,
but
awesome.
I don't know if I'll actually be able to use them all. So that's what I'm. If I get all these planets upgraded, I think it'll be okay. But
yeah,
I gotta get them all upgraded before I move that fleet, I think. It's an interesting change, the no robots or synthetics on worlds that are in sectors. You see that change? I was like, yeah, why did they make that change? I don't really understand.
Don't know what the point of that was. I'm sure there had to have been something. Maybe there wasn't. I'm not sure. Yeah, that I saw that. I thought that was a really interesting change they made. There must have been some type of bug going on.
Or it was a balance issue because you could just create. I mean, I had talked about this way early in the when we started that, you know, you could create a world full of synthetics and just make it an energy generation world, put it in a sector, and then never look at it again. So maybe that was why they didn't want people doing that. Too much.
I can see that.
It was too much. I guess it was like an unbalanced thing. I don't know.
No, that's a possibility. I'm not really sure actually. That's a good point though.
$25.21. When can we go back to war with those guys?
That's a good question.
25.24. We're not that far off. We could go back to war with them this episode if we want.
Yeah, it is only 3 years off, and we're almost actually through this year. So yeah, we could actually wait on that. We want to finish up. We want to mop up the Zircon mediators.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's go punch them in the face.
Yeah, we might as well finish them off. They've only got what, 2 planets left?
That's it. Yeah, 2 systems.
Yep. Yeah, we'll finish them off. Finish them off and be done with it. Destroy them.
Tired of them anyway.
Yeah, they bore us.
Threatening me and saying stuff to me. Bastards. Alright, now what happens when I move this fleet off? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Oh, does it get pretty bad?
Yeah. I go 200 income negative, so I'm gonna have to fix that.
Yeah, no good. Yep, I go about 100 something negative.
I'll just adjust some of my planets. Put them more on credit heavy. It's the only downside to overbuilding is when you move your fleet off, this happens.
Yep. Yeah, so we can knock the Zircon mediators out. And then it'll really just be the Serene Foxtail Commonalities Federation that we're going to have to bring down. I think that's going to be our path to victory by taking. I mean, they've got a lot of habitable planets in all of their empires combined.
Who does?
The Foxtail Commonalities Federation.
Oh yeah.
So once you become president, you'll be able to take a look and see how close we are to the victory. But I'd say, I mean, we got to be doing pretty well. We're pretty. We've got a lot of planets across all of us.
Yeah, there was some concern from a couple of people about the Phidias Redactus, that they were going to pass us and get the win, and I don't think so. I'm thinking no on that, because if we look at them, they have a lot of territory. That is true, But I think what people forget sometimes is that victory conditions are not based on territory. They're based on habitable worlds that you own. So if we look at victory conditions, you have to own 40% of all habitable planets. The Phineas Redactus Confederacy is nowhere near owning 40% of the habitable worlds. So, and in terms of conquest, there's still 16 independent empires, so they can't win that either. Are they about to take out the Unbidden? They took out like all of their territory.
I see that. They've got them completely pushed to Lastus, but I doubt they're going to make a push into Lastus. They never seem to do that. Oh. But maybe it will be.
I wonder if they're going to do it.
I would be thoroughly shocked if that happened.
I would too.
Yeah, they've got a lot of habitable planets, but nowhere near 40% of all habitable planets in the game. You know, they are about to vassalize
the Inari. But that's only going to pick up 3. That's only like 6 planets.
Yep, and then they'll vassalize they're working on the Sovereign Henguin systems. I think they're being incorporated too. They're a vassal. I know that.
Well, you can only incorporate one at a time, so they'll have to finish one and then they can start the next. But it'll take them a while. Yes. That's a long process.
Exactly.
The bigger whoever it is you're trying to vassalize, the harder it is, or the longer it takes.
And really, they're not even that powerful over us. Their fleet power is equivalent to mine. And I have 70k. And that's just me. So that's not their fleet power to our Federation. Their naval capacity is overwhelming, but I actually think with having the Unbidden there, they're kind of throwing their fleets into the Unbidden's territory, and I think that's kind of crippling them. So I guess we're almost ready to do battle.
Yeah, my economy is screwed as soon as I move. Something I'm concerned about. But I think I've got that fixed, or about to have it fixed.
Awesome. I'll have about almost 72k worth of power once I build these last 2 ships and max out. That'll max out my naval capacity. Won't be going over, just maxing it out. I won't worry about going over it for now, because I think that I've got my 70k I think is more than enough to handle the Zircon Mediators, not counting. Their fleet power is pathetic. Not counting the entire Federation jumping in, and I figure the Sildor Enforcers, their fleet power is equivalent to mine, so everybody in the galaxy is actually pretty weak right now. The strongest people in the galaxy is us and the Serene Foxtail Commonality. Even the Flenis Redacticus are not even that powerful right now.
Well, that's good. That's encouraging.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I don't predict... we've taken on 2 fallen empires at the same time, I think twice now. Oh, 3 times? Was it 3 times?
Yeah, 2 or 3 times we've taken them on at the same time.
Yeah, so I think I have faith.
I think
this says
people thought we were going to be toast.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no. We rise. We rise.
Rise. Destroy our enemies beneath our boots.
Who's this rival? Oh, rivalry ended between the Sildar forces and Phyllis Redactus Confederacy. Okay, well, whatever.
They'll probably.
That'll get renewed, right? They'll change that.
Yeah, they seem to do that. Yep. There it is.
Did it go right back?
Yep. Yeah. They do it every time. I'm hoping maybe we'll get lucky by the time we're done wiping out the Zircon Mediators, the defensive pact between the Nemerian United Systems and the Flenis Redacticus will be over. Then we'll go ahead and gobble them up and we'll feed them to the United Vulpecula Stars. And if the Proto Republican colonies doesn't hurry up and jump on board with us, we're going to have to feed them to the plant people, the Floor Foundation, at some point as well. Maybe even this United Human Nuvis Sons.
Wish there was and maybe there is, and I've just always missed it, but I wish there was like an output sort, like, you know, by a certain type. You know, like on your planet screen, like it'd be nice if you could sort it by top energy credit, top mineral, or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I think you can, actually. If you go into planets and sectors, I think you can sort it by that, maybe. Yeah, output.
You can sort the output, but you can't sort it by type.
Oh, by type, yeah.
Eh.
That would be neat. Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Just makes it easier to do when you want to do things like what I'm doing right now, like capacity overload.
Yep.
Which I don't know if this is going to be enough or not. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to stabilize my economy so we can go attack real quick.
Well, that tells you right there, 40% of all habitable planets, so you need 94 planets to be able to win the game. And the Flenish Adacticus only have 35. So there you go, we got our answer.
Where did you see that?
If you check out, if you go to the victory editions, and hover over it, it'll tell you how many you own out of the how many required. So mine says 16 out of 94.
For domination victory?
Yeah.
Yeah, 21 out of 94, right?
So, and then if you click on the Flenish Adacticus Empire, you bring up their trade screen or what have you, your communication screen. If you look down, it'll tell you how many empires they have, or how many colonies, and they've got 35.
Yeah, so they're nowhere.
No, they're, even when they absorb the Inari, they're still only maybe halfway there. They would have to take on somebody. They'd have to take us on to be able to get the 40%. I think. Right. I don't think they can get it.
I am moving my fleet out.
All right, sounds good. I will go ahead and meet you.
I'll go to. I'll jump to a system near Beskel. If you want to set your fleet up somewhere near Olesis or whatever.
Osilis, yeah, I'm gonna bring it right into Voldop there.
Okay, I'm in position and ready to make my jump when you are. So let me know when you want to declare war, and I'll take care of it.
All right. Actually just entered Voldop, so I am also ready to go. Okay. So, but I guess we'll set the war conditions, and then we'll be at 25 minutes. So.
Oh.
Which actually surprised me. It feels like it hasn't been that long.
I know, it doesn't. Well, you know what then? Let's, we can get the war conditions set up in between episodes, and then we can come back and start the next one with the war. And there'll be that guy. There's always that guy that, you know, hits the dislike. Yeah, because, you know, if it's a cliffhanger. So, we'll you know, to that guy, hi, how you doing? We don't like you very much. Please leave. There's always that one, right? Always. Anyway, anything you want to add before we cut this one off this time?
No, say goodbye to the Zircon Mediators, everybody. This will be your last episode.
Last episode they're going to be featured in. All right, folks. Well, we hope that you have enjoyed our return to Bromance Cute Force. Hopefully we can keep these coming to you every day. Just bear in mind that sometimes things do happen in our personal lives that intrude on our ability to record. But our intent is to keep these coming out every day and hope that you continue to join us for that. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time, he's Sabouts, I am Mal, and we'll see you later.